Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about a very interesting topic, seed, which will be very beneficial for all the biology students, also others, those who want to learn more or those who want to know more about biology and all. Now seed. What is a seed? A seed is an embryonic plant enclosed in a protective outer covering. That means a seed is nothing but a mature ovule containing an embryo. And seed is a basic part of any plant. A plant develops from a seed. A seed germinates, produces a plant, produces a seedling only when a favorable conditions comes or favorable circumstances comes. So, what is it? Ovules after fertilization develops into seeds. As I told you, seed is a mature ovule containing an embryo. Now, what are the seeds containing of, or what are the parts of seed? Seed contains a seed coat and an embryo. Now, you can see an embryo consists of cotyledons, radicle and embryonal axis. Now, we will see next other descriptions. Now, what are the types of seeds? There are two types of seeds, monocotyledonous seeds and dicotyledonous seeds, that is monocot and dicot. Now, what is monocotyledonous seed? Monocot, mono means one. So, there is the seed containing only one cotyledon, that is the monocot seed. It consists of only an outer layering of seed coat, only a single layering of seed coat. In some cases, in like maize, the seed coat is membranous and is generally fused with the fruit wall. So, that is called hull. And in monocots, the endosperm is bulky and stores a large amount of food. Especially the monocots are endospermic. That means they contain the starchy endosperm or proteinaceous endosperm. But in case of orchids, there is no endosperm. So the seeds will not develop properly. Now another part, you can see aleurone layer. This is the outermost layer of endosperm, which is also nutritive in function. Now, another part, the main important part, is embryo, which is situated in a groove at one side of the endosperm. This is in the case of monocots. We are discussing monocots. Now, scutellum. Scutellum is a large shield-shaped cotyledon present in the monocots. Very important. Now we have the embryonal axis. I will show you the picture, then you will clearly understand it. Embryonal axis consists of plumule and radicle at the two ends. Plumule at the upper end, which will produce the shoots, and radicle at the bottom end, which will produce the roots. Now, coleoptile and coleorhiza. These are nothing but the sheets, the covering, which covers the plumule and radicle. Coleoptile is a sheet on the plumule, and coleorhiza. Rhiza is related to rhizoids, that means roots. So it is the sheet covering of this radicle. You can have at the look just look at the picture. This is monocotyledon seed. You can see cotyledon surrounded by the endosperm, a very large amount of proteinaceous starchy material, that is endosperm. Then you have embryonal axis at the corner. You can see that embryonal axis consists of the radicle and the plumule, and you have the coleoptile, which is covering the plumule at the upper side, and the radicle is covered with the coleorhiza. That coleorhiza here it is not shown, but anyhow it is there. And in this case, you can see at the bottom part, seed coat is fused to the ovary wall. That I told you at the starting itself. The seed coat is fused with the fruit wall. That is the ovary wall. That is hull. Now you have at the upper, below the plumule, you have the portion known as epicotyle, which is upper to the cotyledons, and hypocotyle is above the radicle. So these two, when these two elongates, there is a difference in germination in both dicot and monocot. Here you can see the picture. In this case, the seed coat is breaking down, and you can see by the elongation of epicotyle, the plumule, that means the upper part is coming out and the first leaf, you can see this type of germination is known as hypogeal germination, which is present in monocots. Now dicotyledon seeds. Dicot, di means two, so that means the seed which consists of two cotyledon, it is known as dicotyledon seeds. Now what are the parts? Now here seed coat. You have the seed coat is nothing but the outer covering of a seed. The seed consists of two layers, that is outer testa and inner tegmen. Now hilum. Hilum is a scar on the seed coat which is attached to the which enables the seed attached to the fruit. That means the hilum is a scar on the seed coat through which the developing seed is attached to the fruit. So how the seed is attached? Because of the hilum. That means it is the attaching part. How it is attached? It is a scar only. Okay. Now micropylar region. While you have studied the ovule structure, you can have the micropylar region and the chalazal region, right? The micropylar region, it is a small pore present above the hilum. So hilum is a scar, as I told you, where the seed is attached to the fruit. Now embryo has embryonal axis and two cotyledons. Now cotyledons, these are often fleshy and full of reserved food materials. Okay. Now radicle and plumule. Radicle, I told you, radicle is a part which gives rise to root. Plumule is a part which gives rise to shoots. These are present at the two ends of the embryonal axis. Now endosperm. In some seeds like castor, the endosperm is formed of by the double fertilization. We have studied in the embryology. It is a reserve storing tissue, right? But in some cases like beans, gram and pea, the endosperm is not present in the mature state. These type of seeds are known as non-endospermous. Now, we have which I have explained you, the monocot. Now you can see the dicot plant. In the case of dicot, you have the two cotyledons, right? Here also epicotyle, I told you, epicotyle is the bottom part of the plumule or above the cotyledons. Hypocotyle is a part above radicle below cotyledons. Okay. Now here you can see this is the germination shown for the dicotyledon plants. Dicotyledon seed, right? In this case, radicle is coming out. That means the seed is germinating. You can see the hypocotyle is elongated, right? In this case, the hypocotyle, due to the elongation of hypocotyle, because it is attached to the cotyledon is coming up, okay, and the first leaves are generating. That means the seedlings grows. But in the case of this monocotyledons, you can see the cotyledons are on the surface or remains in the soil, and later on they shed off, right? So this monocotyledons, I told you, the germination is known as hypogeal. And in dicots, where the germination is due to the elongation of hypocotyle, this type of germination is known as epigeal. These the germination and seed growth, seed germination we will discuss in the next class, right? Now I have a little recap. You will have the questions, just answer, and thank you for watching. Thank you.